This is the video introduction to Activity 1.5, Multiplying and Dividing Integers with Black and Red Tiles. The purpose of this activity is to learn to multiply and divide integers using black and red tile arrays, to investigate the various rules of multiplying and dividing integers. 2 positives is a positive, 2 negatives is a positive, etc. And also to explore the role of 0 in multiplication and division sentences. We'll use black and red tiles and black and red edge pieces. We measure the side dimensions with black and red pieces. Using these edge pieces to measure the side dimensions, the lengths, we saw in Activity 1.4 that we can use the edge pieces to show whether or not a row or column in an array of tiles has been flipped. It also makes sense to think of these edge pieces as measuring the side dimensions of the arrays. For the rest of the materials in the visual algebra materials, we will think of the black edge pieces as measuring a side dimension of positive 1 unit and a red edge piece as measuring a side dimension of negative 1 unit. We tend to call these length 1 and length negative 1, although of course the length is usually positive, and we're really referring to the edge dimensions as illustrated here. Our multiplication terms are, for example, in the multiplication sentence 2 times 3 equals 6, 2 and 3 are both factors and 6 is the product. Let's look at a multiplication example. Negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6. We start with black edges, positive 2 and positive 3. We fill in black tiles. Then we flip the rows and the edge pieces for negative 2. Then we flip the column and edge pieces for negative 3. Notice that the tiles have been flipped twice and are now black. And then we use the array to determine the final product, which we see is positive 6. For our division terms, in the division sentence 12 divided by 3 equals 4, 12 is the dividend, 3 is the divisor, and 4 is the quotient. An example of division in this instance is the division sentence positive 6 divided by negative 2. We start with our divisor negative 2, edge set 1 at the left. We fill in the minimal array for positive 6, the dividend, which is 6 black tiles. We put them in 2 rows because there are 2 edge pieces on the left for negative 2. We fill in edge set 2 at the top, which we can see is 3 red tiles. A red times a red is a black. And we determine the quotient, the net value of the top edge set. 3 red edge pieces is negative 3. And we see that positive 6 divided by negative 2 is negative 3. Notice the visual similarity to the standard long division algorithm. Negative 2 is at the left, negative 3 is at the top, and positive 6 is on the inside.